So a new teaser trailer just came out for CBS's new Star Trek series, and it doesn't show us anything. At this point was still expecting it to be fairly obscure and not really showing us too much of what all the details are, but I expected a little bit more than what they showed us. Maybe just a brief glance at the shadow of a ship, or a little bit of detail, just enough to give us more of an idea of when this is going to take place compared to the rest of the Star Trek series. We know that it's not related in any way, thankfully, to the J.J. Abrams movies. It's more related to the 90s series. We don't know exactly what type of show it's going to be or when it's going to take place. And this teaser trailer, the link's in the description, it's less than a minute long, check it out. Just had a few shots of space and some spatial anomalies and the Star Trek logo and just a little bit of nostalgic music, and that was about it. It didn't really tell us anything. It felt less of a teaser trailer, more of just a reminder. Remember, this is coming. Don't forget. It really just didn't show anything, didn't further my excitement at all for the series, and in a way it almost made me, I don't know, even step back a little bit as far as my anticipation, just by the look of it. And again, it didn't really show much, less than a minute, but just the style that it showed felt a little too CGI, a little less artistic. It really had more of a feel of the Abrams movies, even though it's not related. I still kind of fear it's going to go a little bit more towards that style. Again, we don't know at this point, but that's just the impression I got from this little teaser trailer. I really wanted a little bit more, not a full trailer at this point, obviously, but something to give me a little more, information. At this point, I think there's a lot of negative feedback and a lot of just kind of concern about it, and I think to alleviate that and get people excited, they need to show just a little bit more information to really tell fans that they are sticking with the nostalgic older Star Trek. But at the same time, there is also a fear that they are going to, if they go that route, rely far too much on the nostalgia factor and not bring anything new and exciting to the table. So I don't know, I have a lot of fears for this series. I know the prime of the Star Trek era is over, and they could go so many ways. They could do it right, it could be wonderful, but they could stick with the nostalgia factor and just make it kind of dry and dull, or they could try to change things up too much, go too far into the action kind of Star Wars vibe that the Abrams movies have gone into, or they could change it up too much where it could be the difference between Stargate Atlantis and SG-1 compared to Stargate Universe. The huge changes in tone in the storytelling in that just didn't work, and fans really rejected it outright. And I'm afraid they could go that route. We never know. I just really wish they would give just a tiny bit more information, just a little bit more of a look into what they're doing, so I can really get excited about this. Just a little more information. Again, check out the trailer. It's less than a minute long. It just, again, shows nothing.